passes and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Wide open receiver complete. And he has another first down as they get the ball down to the Eagles 21. 23 yards to pick up there.
This is exactly the kind of drive we're hoping for out of the gates. They're mixing the run and the pass well, keeping this defense off balance early. And they're on the march here with another first down.
First carry for Nick Chubb. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On play action, they'll throw. On the move to his left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Chubb will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Sanders is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Touchdown, Panthers! Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Young fakes a sweep and looks to throw off play action. Looking sideline, incomplete. Quez Watkins, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. You look at this Carolina defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Young on third down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Daron Payne coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Down the left sideline. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Alert! Alert!
They'll run with Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On second down, Young. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Deron Payne. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. They need 18 yards here on third down. Young will set to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Only 29 yards on the punt there, definitely not his best. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2. And again, it's Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now receiver in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmunds, picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So what a play there in the final minute of this first half. They get the interception. More importantly, their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, and that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room, no points on the board, not playing well defensively, deflated, and now things may have changed for them.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line.